Welcome to Season 3 of the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast with host Jacqueline Burke. On today's show, we are interviewing Cara Teichroeb.
Welcome to the podcast, Cara. How are you today?
Thanks. Great.
Oh, it's so nice to have you back. I just love talking to you. Today, I thought we could talk about how sometimes when we set out to do something, perhaps like attend markets, then life changes and we have to kind of revamp all our plans and redo basically everything that we had set out in one way, but turn it around in a different direction. Now you've have a story about this, so would you mind talking to it?
Oh, I would like to talk to it. So, the story that we'll talk about is probably chapter 3.
Okay.
Chap- Chapter 3.
Yeah.
So, for the last 3 years, I've
Yeah.
been caregiving family members that are in transition with health and terminal, and so you're juggling. You
Right.
you switch in your priorities, you switch your daily schedule, all of the things, and you're really living in heart.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you're also feeling that you're sacrificing your personal, you're burning the candle at both ends. A lot like when you have kids,
Right.
we put
Yeah.
ourselves to the side for the best and growth of this beautiful life. And then we get to this stage in our life when we are shifting back into that caregiver role.
Yeah.
And I did feel very blessed that I lived close to family. I was able to do that. And it also fed my need, my healing to be helping someone else heal or help someone else get through their journey. And I think it's also part of our pre-grieving process or part of our grieving process.
Yeah.
So I thought, because in every moment, the choices that we make are the best choices at that time. We're not sitting there thinking, oh, I'm going to make a really crappy choice right now.
Right.
Every moment we make a choice,
Yeah.
it was the best choice for that period of time. And looking back now, I realize I had stretched myself extremely thin. I was under a
Yeah.
lot of stress, but I was excited because I had put Fernberry on the back burner. And now I was thinking, okay, I can fit trade shows in.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, I'm going to have this space to still support Fernberry. Now I talk about Fernberry
Yeah.
like she's another thing, but she kind of is. She's another
Oh,
thing I
yeah.
care
I
for
love
and feed.
Fernberry.
So I was excited. You get on Vistaprint, you're like, oh, I'm going to order
Oh,
these things. I'm all set.
yeah.
And it was just a phenomenal experience. I thought, okay, I can do this. This is another ball in the air, but I've got this. This feels good. Um, I think it was the next week, my father-in-law passed.
Aw, yeah.
And one thing that I have learned through this in walking through this people transitioning, there's so much healing that happens, so much
Oh,
healing. There's so much sadness.
yeah.
So my father-in-law treated me like a princess.
Aw,
He was so wonderful. And he didn't come into my life until very late in life,
yeah.
and, into my 40s and 50s. And he healed that little girl that always wanted to be a
Oh,
princess, right? So I got
yeah.
that opportunity, and it was amazing. To lose him was crushing because I think
Yeah.
the part of me that really hurt was that little girl, that little girl that
Yeah.
just received this beautiful gift of healing. So now in this time, my father-in-law is sick. My dad is sick. the previous year, I had lost my mother-in-law and my mother.
Okay.
So with those deaths, and I lost a nephew in there as well. So when I lost my mom, I was able to be there as she transitioned.
Right.
When I lost my mother-in-law, I was there right up until she transitioned. When I lost my father-in-law, Bob, I was able to be there as he transitioned. Less than a month later, my dad passes.
Aw.
And it was a shock. As much as he was ill and I had been caregiver advocate, because that's one thing with our parents, you know, we've spent years advocating for ourselves and our children. And now we're in the role of also advocating for our parents, especially with the health system. I got a call saying, "Oh, you know, how are you doing?" "Great. I'm on my way up to the hospital." "Well, we were just
Oh.
taking your dad for a bath and he's dead."
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, you know, your brain is, he's going for a bath. What do you mean he's
Yeah.
dead? So I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked.
Oh my. That's
So
that.
it was hard. It was really, really hard. So then we all, you know, we're given that window of about 2-3 weeks where you're preparing for a funeral, you're doing all the things, you're talking to people, and then that stops.
Yeah.
And you're in this space of emptiness.
Yeah.
So my husband was a funeral director for 35 years.
Oh wow.
And when we are talking about death and loss, I always say, you know, when I lost my mom or when I lost, and he'll say, "You didn't lose something, they're dead."
Oh yeah.
And so we have this debate. And I said,
Yeah.
but, you know, in our society, that's a way of describing it as loss. And so this conversation comes up frequently. And this week it came up again because
Oh,
we've had a friend that's very sick and has passed. And so again, I said, you know, the loss. And it's like, "Oh, you didn't lose them, you know, they're dead." I
oh,
said, "No,
right.
what we've lost is we've lost the physical touch. We've
Yeah.
lost the sound of voice. We've
Yeah.
lost sharing ideas, just sharing conversation, sharing a hug."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't
The
think,
laughter.
yes. So
Yeah.
death and loss are the same thing. Death is what
Yeah.
happens to my mom used to call it the suitcase, you know, your
Yeah.
meat suitcase.
Yeah.
Physically, that part, yeah,
Yeah.
that's death. But the loss is on so many other levels.
Yeah.
So while this is all going on, the space that I'm in right now was to be a renovated space in the house for mom and dad to move into.
Right.
And unfortunately, everybody died before it was done.
Oh my gosh.
So I decided to
Oh.
keep going with the renovation,
Mm-hmm.
but for it to be growth for Fernberry. So now this
Right.
is my Fernberry space where I do readings. I have space for gatherings, and I did hesitate thinking, is that fair? You know, is that fair that I'm giving the space to Fernberry? It was supposed to be mom and dad's. Um, but in the midst of our struggle with grief and with
Yeah.
change, we need to make space for growth.
Absolutely.
I mean, here we are in fall, and we
Yeah.
look out and the garden's gone, the leaves are
Oh,
gone,
yeah.
but it's preparing for the growth in the spring.
Right.
And sometimes it's really hard to remember that and to give yourself the permission and grace for that growth.
Right.
Because there's times that I feel we find pain and discomfort and sadness comforting, or maybe we feel like we're not doing somebody justice or a relationship justice if we find happiness.
Yeah.
So in the midst of this, I'm thankful for this space of growth for Fernberry. So last week I was in Arizona, and it was beautiful, and there were still flowers, and it was
Yeah.
green. And my husband and I were in the pool, and I found myself laughing, like really laughing,
Yeah. Yeah.
just having a good time and laughing. And I caught myself, and I thought, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
It's been so long. It's been years since I have laughed.
Yeah.
And I think we need to give ourselves permission to grieve, permission to laugh,
Yeah.
and the permission and acceptance of what we're feeling at the moment.
Yeah.
And that we don't have to fit into what's right for everybody or what's right for a box. I've been packing up mom and dad's house.
Oh,
And when we do that, everything we touched,
yeah.
every single thing had a plan to it. That wooden spoon had a
Yeah.
plan. It made a
Yeah.
cake. It worked
Yeah.
on Christmas meals. And you need to process it, because if we don't let ourselves process,
Yeah.
it doesn't just vanish, right? We can push things and push things and push
Yeah.
things. They have the best patience. They'll just wait for you to eventually, it's going to come up for you to deal with them one way or another. And I am very blessed. Well, I don't want to use the word blessed. So growing up, I came from a very violent household.
Okay.
So the way my self developed, I was my very best friend. So I might not have
Yeah.
had outward friends, but I was my very best friend.
Yeah.
And not that I would ever be thankful for the sadness of childhood, but I'm thankful that I learned to be my comforter and my best friend.
Yeah.
So when I emptied mom and dad's house, to be able to look at that empty house and say, they don't live here anymore. But
Yeah.
the things that I cherish of theirs are at my house. And so those things that hold memories live with me
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And everybody can go through that differently. I think we need to honor our own process and honor what works best for us,
Yeah.
because we can judge ourselves harder than anybody else.
Oh,
So
that's for sure.
during this time, there was another, because of course I'm watching trade shows, but it was so
Yeah.
great. That was my opportunity. But I never felt like it had evaporated, right? I had
Yeah.
to remind myself, you can still follow everyone else's journey,
Yeah.
and you can get back in. You can get back into it. Have patience.
Yeah.
Give time to hold yourself. And it's not written anywhere. There's no book. There's no manual.
No.
When my parents got sick, I said, we had these books that said what to do when you're expecting, what
Yeah.
to do with that infant,
Yeah.
what to do with that 3-year-old,
Yeah.
even what to expect with the teenager. But
Yeah.
no one has given us a book that says, what do you do when your parents need care?
I know.
What do you do
Oh,
when it's when you don't have parents anymore? And
oh,
until you've experienced it, people say, well, I'm an orphan. And then somebody that hasn't been through that will be like, why would you say that? That is ridiculous. You're not an
yeah.
orphan. But inside of us, we still have that child. We still
Right.
have that child. And we never, when you have parents, you never sit and think, oh, what will my life be like when my parents die? Because
Yeah.
we never visit that.
Yeah.
So now we're at a new cycle. So what does that look like? What can it look like? And what do I want it to look like?
Right.
Because if we don't also hold the energy of what do I want this to look like, we can really fall into stagnation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So just because something that we knew is gone,
Yeah.
that context is gone. So what does this new context look like?
Right.
And and what I have learned is we need to really take time and think about that. What do I want this to be like? And it's scary. It's
Yeah.
scary and it's lonely.
It
How many
is.
anybody that's lost a parent will say, geez, I wish I could call and ask. And
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and I say to mom a lot, like, I thought you'd be here visiting me way more than you are. Like,
Yeah.
obviously you're busy. Wherever you are, you're obviously busy. But throw me a bone here, right?
Yeah.
Like, I could use some guidance.
Yeah.
And I'm 57 and I have older kids. So I have kids in their 40s and in their 20s.
Yeah.
And I find myself reaching out for guidance from my kids.
Yeah.
And then I remember what it felt like when my mom was reaching out for guidance and the frustration
Yeah.
that I felt.
Right.
So it's really it's interesting that at 22 as a new mom, people
Yeah.
say, self-love, self-love, self-care.
Yeah.
That never goes away. It
Right.
never goes away. So Fernberry, oh, she's been very patient with me. Very,
Yeah.
very patient with me.
Oh,
And when I have people come in for an appointment, it's such a beautiful reminder. It's such a
yeah.
beautiful reminder of, yeah, this is what I dreamed of. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted when I was sitting in an office with a great
Yeah.
paying job.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to be authentically myself, sharing my gifts.
Yeah.
And when we get what we always wanted, sometimes we have to give ourselves permission to love it. Give ourselves
Yeah.
the grace to love it. You can have what you dreamed of.
Hmm.
And when you are realizing that dream, you get to just dream more, right? You get to watch that baby grow, right? Watch
Yeah.
that. So it's been such a journey, and I'm curious to see what the next year will bring because
Yeah.
everything is so new. Um, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what will
Yeah.
happen. And I'm very excited about the trade shows
Oh, I
because
bet. Yeah.
what that fed was community.
Yeah.
And that's a spot in my life that I had felt that I was missing.
Yeah.
And the group of vendors that would come together and have that connection and
Yeah.
have that community. I'm so very, very grateful for that.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
can reach out and say, you can just be open with how you're feeling. And you're not having to hash things out in your own brain. You can reach out
Yeah.
and say, okay, what's working for you? What's not working for you?
Yeah.
And in an environment that somebody else doing fantastic doesn't take away from the other person. That's just more
Right.
excitement to be able to celebrate everybody's wins and to
Right.
support and lift up whoever's needing that.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. It's important, like working together. I mean, I've always used that hashtag, just hashtag working together, because I felt what a great opportunity to come together, support each other, to embrace each other, and to respect everyone's business
Yeah.
and what they do, what's passionate to them, and show that comfort.
Hmm.
Like it is a great environment in a trade show or a market to establish that,
Hmm.
and
Absolutely.
Do you find you have a new perspective going into the planning of attending markets compared to before you had all this loss?
Yes.
Yeah,
One, I think, like energetically, it feels more grounded going to markets. I remember
yeah,
saying to Lynn, my husband, once, maybe I should make really good pound cakes to also sell at the market. It's
yeah,
like, you don't need to make pound cakes. You already are offering something beautiful.
yeah,
And I think going through loss has reminded me of self-worth.
yeah,
We can get to a place, especially, going to markets. Well, is what I'm bringing enough? Am I enough? Am I enough to show up? Am I showing enough here for someone
yeah,
else? We're all enough.
yeah,
Whatever we are bringing to the table, coming
yeah,
straight from who we are authentically, we're
yeah.
enough.
Oh, yeah,
So that has been a big reminder after going through loss.
yeah,
And sometimes it's something we have to discover daily. There's points in
yeah.
our life that, so here's another little side story.
Oh, good.
So I went to a ladies' night, which was new to me until I came to Saskatchewan,
Okay.
Harvest Ladies' Night. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I am very socially awkward. Okay. I'm probably the
Okay.
biggest socially awkward person. So I've had these tickets for a long time. I knew we were going and I was going with my daughter and I was uncomfortable because I didn't know anybody. And, you put your little tags in
Yeah.
and it came time for prizes. I'll try to give you the Coles version of this. So I had won 3 prizes.
Oh my.
So so my daughter says, okay, let's go take the stuff out to the car because things can get a little hairy. Let's put them in the car. It's all good. So she opens one of the bags and she's, so Mom, there's more prizes in here.
Oh,
And she kept pulling out these prizes, pulling out these prizes. I just broke into a sweat.
oh,
And I'm like, oh my God, I have accidentally stolen every single prize off that table because they've
oh
ended
no.
up in this way. And she's like, calm down, calm down. I'll go in and check the energy in the room if they're thinking that somebody stole all the
Yeah.
prizes. And she comes back. She's like, no. I said to the lady, can you check her number? This is what she's got. It's all good. But I was spiraling.
Yeah.
And where was the root of that? The root of that was I don't deserve to win all that.
Ah,
Right.
yeah.
And I really had to sit with that and think, hold on a second. No, you won a great prize. This
Yeah.
is amazing. You won a great prize. And part of this I'm a great believer in manifestation, right? Put
Yeah.
out what you want, feel what you
Right.
want. And I had just been saying, with Fernberry, I'd really like to go and do a photo shoot. I'd like to put myself out there a little bit more polished, had this list of what I would like. So what did I win? I won nails getting done.
Oh,
I won a photo shoot.
oh no. That's amazing.
And so that's my daughter said. My daughter said, you put this out there. This is what you had just said you wanted to do. So, but it's, when that little voice comes up like, oh, do you deserve it? Are you worthy?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. We are worthy of every fantastic thing that
Yeah.
is out there.
Oh, yeah.
Just shine.
Oh, that's such a great story. That is so amazing.
That was so
I'm so
great.
gonna start manifesting tonight. I'm gonna, I'm gonna just start from scratch.
Well, and you manifest and you can't hold too tight on how. It's not the
Right.
how, right?
Yeah,
It's the
right.
feel. It's the feel.
Yeah.
So there's this Pendleton blanket that I really love. I just love it. But it's out of my price range. So I'm always taking a look at it on my phone, loving it, sending it to my girls. Remember how
Yeah.
much I love this blanket? So the other night I was talking to one of the girls and I said, somehow I'm finding the money for that blanket. Like, I just love that blanket.
Yeah.
My husband came home the other day, just like within 24 hours of me saying this, and he's like, "Oh, I sold that thing that you wanted to sell." And I'm like, "You put it
Oh.
out there. You know, we don't." And you just say, I am open for all the most incredible things and better and
Yeah.
better. That's,
Oh, yeah.
we came here to thrive, not to just survive. We're here to thrive.
Yeah. Oh, isn't that true?
Mhm.
Oh, what a story. That's amazing. Oh, I just love talking to you.
Oh,
You
this is
bring
so
you
great.
you bring happy tears to my eyes. You really do. Uh,
Well, one
so
day we'll have to be having tea at the lake.
that's right, for
Yes.
sure. So I have a question for you. So in going through all of that you did you hear the words, "It's okay"?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Like when you made, like with Fernberry's room, right? Where you had to convert that. Did you get a wave of hearing, it's okay?
there was so many layers. There was, and it's okay, but there was also, um, mm,
Yeah.
also people questioning it, it
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be for your mom and dad.
Yeah. No, but for yourself,
For
like
myself,
for
it's
yourself.
okay.
Yeah.
And I had to really hold that firm because it
Yeah.
was okay. It was
Yeah.
okay. Mom and dad can't live in this space. It is
Yeah.
okay. And there can't be room for me judging it or somebody
Yeah.
else judging it because it is okay.
Yeah. Because I really feel like they would be proud that you were able to do that. They would want you to do that, to continue to
Yeah.
move forward.
And I watched my mom lose all of her family in 18 months.
Oh my God.
And she kept everything. She
Yeah.
kept everything. She still had my grandpa's socks.
Oh my.
And as I was going through her things,
Yeah.
um, that was a reminder to me of something that didn't have to continue. I did
Yeah.
not have to hold those things tight.
Yeah.
It was natural to let it go. And it's not selfless, it's not selfish. You have to do what's right for you
Yeah.
and be okay with that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to look right to anybody else.
Yeah.
It just has to look right for you.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if I mean, obviously I have a 57-year-old brain.
Me
So my
too.
daughter my daughter teaches high school, and she caught me onto this thing called lo-fi that she puts on for the kids.
Okay.
So, like there's this nice cool music and there's a beautiful scene. And so I put it on the TV when I'm out here, and it's in the picture, it's a lake, and you're sitting in a cabin with a cup of tea, and you're
Yeah.
looking out at another cabin on the beach
Yeah.
with the lights on, and it's
Oh,
dusk, and that picture just fills me.
yeah.
So while I'm sitting there, I am imagining mom over in the cabin making
Yeah.
supper, and I'm going to be heading over there for tea, and I'm enjoying my tea. And somebody else could think, Cara, you're losing your marbles. Like that isn't
Yeah.
that isn't healthy. It doesn't matter
No.
it doesn't matter if it would work for anyone. That gives me comfort. That makes
Yeah.
me feel connected, and it's okay. It does
Yeah.
not have to be okay for anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that true? We get so wrapped up in worrying about what other people think.
Yeah.
or their opinions. But at the end of the day, it is just about filling our own hearts,
Absolutely.
you
That
know.
is, I
And if
love
it,
that, filling our own hearts. I love that.
yeah. And if it's a picture or if it's, an item that you've kept or, visit it every now and then and or talk to it. I mean, I do. I've lost
Yes.
both my parents and there's certain things that I'll I'll look at through in pictures or whatever and I'll just show gratitude, you
Yes.
know? I think those are moments that more people need to have in life.
And, find the humor in it. One of the
Yes.
last things that I was able to do with mom before she got really sick, we used to every year make Christmas cakes together. Now, not
Oh,
many people like Christmas cakes. I love Christmas cake. My mom
yeah.
made an awesome Christmas cake. So we had made these Christmas cakes. So now dad's died. I'm emptying the house and I'm cleaning out the freezer. And at the bottom of the freezer,
Oh,
I see this tin foil square.
oh,
And I'm digging and I'm picturing this Christmas cake. And I'm thinking, I am cutting into that Christmas cake. I am eating that Christmas
yeah.
cake. I can taste that Christmas cake. I get to the bottom and I'm unwrapping this old tinfoil that's kind of disintegrating. And it was the oldest hunk of hamburger I've ever
Oh,
seen. And I thought, oh, yeah, she's getting a real good kick out of this.
yeah. Oh man. I can't even tell you what I found in some of my dad's stuff. That's a whole different show. Yeah, it's amazing, what you find and there's times when you think, "Oh, I don't have time to go through it right now, but maybe I'll get to it, you know, next week or next month." And then you're thinking, "Whoa, wait, I should have did it when I was supposed to."
Well, and I found every time when I got rid of things right away, I was still numb.
Yeah.
And then every week that went by was harder.
Yeah.
And I said to Lynn, why is this getting harder? How is this getting harder? I thought it'd be easier.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. It's like
Yeah.
cleaning your oven. It's not going
Yeah.
anywhere and it's
Yeah.
just gonna get messier.
That's right.
Harder to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Well, Kara, this has been amazing. We
let's
are
catch up soon.
we do I have to I'm gonna schedule you in to have say two more episodes because I need to talk to you more.
Anytime.
Oh my gosh, it's been a pleasure having you today.
Oh, it's so
I
great
hope,
to visit.
yeah. So after we sign off, I'm gonna book you in, okay? So
Sounds great.
just
Yes,
hang on there.
absolutely.
Well, thanks again, and we'll chat with you later.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you to our listeners for joining us at the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast. We would like to take this time to thank our sponsors for their continued support. Nirvana 101, Trinity Empowerment Center, Red Haven Healing, Summers Light Markets and Events, Fernbury Collective, Ram Tough Property Maintenance, Lynette Waltham Energy, Your Waves Radiant Energy Empowerment Clinic, Brandy Music Publishing Canada, Wildcat Hills Records Canada, Divine Guidance Personal Empowerment with Dale and Jean Hogue, Soul Sanctuary Lounge, Krylo Crystal Creations, Bonnie Supernet Psychic Medium and Author, Burke Virtual Assistant Agency and Transformational Retreats in Cypress Hills, Saskatchewan. Your contributions help us bring meaningful conversations, inspiring stories and soulful perspectives to our community. We are extremely grateful and look forward to a wonderful Season 3.